So you still don't like to leave before the end of the show.
Good morning, John. It is Tuesday, March 18th. Um, okay, so yeah, I didn't do that video on Friday. I thought about it. I was thinking about doing a response to some stuff Vandal had said about Obama and why he's a bad person, and I came up with my defense and I gathered all the information and I thought, why am I bothering doing this? I'm not going to change your point of view. You're going to think whatever you're going to think. You're going to think that he's some kind of terrorist or something like that. I can't change your point of view. He's not. It's possibly the most retarded thing I've ever heard. People use his middle name as some kind of a oh god, his middle name, oh god, is from the Middle East. He has to be a terrorist. That's stupid. The whole thing about abortion, he's pro-choice, yes. Like I am, and like a lot of people are. I feel like being a guy, the only option is to be pro-women's choice because we never have to give birth. So I don't really think it's something that we have a say in. But the whole thing about post-birth abortions, that doesn't actually happen. He vetoed it because, or he didn't vote for it because it's something that doesn't actually happen. There doesn't need to be a law about it because it physically isn't possible. I don't know. I won't get into detail, but I did research on what you're talking about because that sounded like a horrible, horrible thing. And the reason he voted against it is because it isn't real. That'd be like voting for a ban on unicorns. There aren't any. And I mean, we agree that Hillary's horrible, so nothing there. And Oprah, not a fan of Oprah. But yeah, there's no point in trying to come up with a defense. I think John McCain's kind of a douchebag. You're not gonna change my point of view there. I mean, he's a very right. I know people are saying, "Oh my God, he's so in the middle. He's so not Republican," but he is. And I'm very much against a lot of things that he's for, just as I'm against a lot of things that our current president is for. Oh yeah, and Obama never did crack. He admitted smoking pot and doing coke, which, if you pay any attention to our current president, you know that he had a major history of coke. Basically used his father's rep to get himself through college, so we know he's a moron, and he got out of the military. So as far as people being for this country and fighting for it and supporting us, a guy who snuck out of having to do anything, I find it hard to have any faith in. I mean, we didn't talk about President Bush, so I don't know your opinions on him, but I mean, that guy's a douchebag. Lowest approval rating in the history of presidents. I mean, bad. Yeah, but I don't want to talk about politics, even though I just did for a long period of time. I got a license. I got a New Jersey license today. I officially am a resident of New Jersey, and I will be voting in New Jersey. And I will be voting for Obama if he wins, and if Hillary wins, I'll vote for her. I'm not one of those people who thinks, oh God, if the one specific person I want doesn't make it, I'm going to vote for the other party, because I'm not. Because the last 8 years with Republicans really haven't done that well. A few people want to bash Bill Clinton for having been a horrible, horrible person. Go ahead. That was one of the greatest periods in our country's history as far as financial growth and gain. It was amazing, actually. I mean, so yeah, you don't like the guy. He's unfaithful. What the hell does that have to do with your ability to run a country? The fact that the guy could debate the meaning of the word is, that's awesome. I mean, it is. I can't debate the meaning of the word is. He was a cool guy. Not to mention, if he was back in the White House, that would be a sitcom. That would be a sitcom, and I would watch it. It'd be a hell of a lot funnier than W. Bush in the White House. Oh, God, that like was something that we thought was going to be a sitcom, but it turned out to be just a horrible, horrible, horrible accident that just train wrecked worse and worse every day. But I mean, I don't need to tell you. I mean, look at gas prices, the stock market, the international view of our country. Oh, and the whole concept about like being unpatriotic because of feeling we need to change. Here's the thing. Our country was founded by people who were not patriotic. They went against the people in charge of us and started this country. You see, the history books decides who was right and who was wrong. Now, if we hadn't won, those guys would have just been a bunch of rebels who were running around causing trouble. Every so often, I don't want to sound like a, crazy person, but like, when the government isn't doing what the people want it to do, it is their job to stand up and say so and make a change. I don't think that's non-patriotic stance. I think that is a very patriotic stance. I think it's because we love this country so much that we want to preserve it and make it better and make it great. The whole flag burning thing, it's a First Amendment right. It's freedom of speech, of expression. You're expressing a feeling about something. A flag is a flag. It is a symbol, yes, but I don't think it's that important. It's important. Like, it represents our country, yes. And I could see how doing something to it to show your feelings about the way this country is going, I respect that. I'm not going to burn a flag. I'm not going to hang it upside down. I'm not going to leave it outside in the rain. I'm not going to let it touch the ground. Just because, that's the way I'm brought up. But I'm not going to take away someone's right to express themselves. Not going to happen. And I just think we need a major change. And I don't think John McCain or Hillary Clinton are that change. Matter of fact, I think they're both a step in the wrong direction. And I would like to see my country that I do love very much going in a better direction. So after saying I wasn't going to talk about this at all, I spent a while talking about it now. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. I'm sure now you will not watch me anymore because clearly I do not agree. But I don't know. I think everyone's entitled to their own thoughts. I will talk to you guys tomorrow and be a little bit less politically motivated. Talk to you tomorrow.